Hello YouTube and welcome back to a very exciting video because Genshin Luna 2 is here and with it brings a lot of new content, but more specifically the one I am most excited about at this very moment is indeed going to be the brand new character. No, it is not Lalma, although I am standing in the spot that the new character is supposed to be. That is, of course, Nefer! Now, I'm gonna be honest, when the original Nod Cry trailers came out and, they revealed all the characters, Nefer wasn't really someone I was too interested in. I think my initial impression of her was like, she is Viper from Valorant. But seeing her throughout the Archon quest, as well as her in-game model compared to her art, I think she has actually grown to become one of my favorite characters out of the current cast that we have in Nod Cry. So I'm very excited to pull for her. We are going to be building her, testing her, and seeing what she can do all in this single video. But of course, if you do enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. You can join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/antonychenn. But as you can see, we do have 5,500 primos and 11 fates, and I think this will be enough for C6R5. Also, I have a couple of extra savings over there. So let's see, we're gonna do a pity check. Okay, we are on a 50-50 with 14 pity. So we're gonna start with C0R1, and I don't know, maybe we'll see if we want to get a couple extra copies here. Although I'm gonna be honest, maybe these should be saved for the future. Let's get started. Hopefully we win this 50-50. First 10 pull, this is 24 pity. I feel like we've been losing 50-50s a lot. Although I'm not sure if that's in Genshin or just overall in my gacha game experience. The only thing this really tells me though is that I'm pulling way too much in way too many games. 34 pity, looking for an early and looking for a 50-50 win. Xingqiu and Yao Yao. This is 40. It's early. Okay, wait, maybe the luck is back. Maybe the luck is back. It's been a little questionable. We got that double Chi-Chi pull for Bright Cloud's account. And after that, I kind of bricked my own. But maybe we're back. Maybe we're back. And maybe this right here is our very first copy of Nefer! Let's go! We are kind of back. We are kind of back here. Hey. The splash art is also kind of insane. Truly the greatest self-glazer in this game. But we'll take that. We'll take that. 44 pity on a 50-50 win as well. That's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm trying to see here. Okay. I wish all our pulls were like this. Watch this. C1. Let's move on here. We do have 871 primos remaining. I can get another 10 pull here. Of course, we do want her signature weapon, and the pity on this is literally 7. So we'll see if we can make some magic happen. This is 17 pity. All right, let's dip into the reserves. This is 27. Wait, I needed this. I had C5 and she's gone from the banner. Wait, that's crazy. Wait, this is low-key a goated summoning session. This is like early maybe. Wait, that's actually so clutch. And then if we could just get the weapon here, this would be maybe one of the best summoning sessions we've had in recent history. Right here. Come on, we're looking for a triangle. Oh. I don't think I've won anything on the weapon banner in like 5 updates straight. Dude, doesn't this weapon suck? And she's getting power crept by 4 stars. Dude. Okay, you know what? At least it wasn't like a Skyward Blade or something like that. At the very least, I guess that's half of a win. But, oh my god. Ooh, the new best Electro DPS in this game. Wait, what? Who said that? Okay, can we just get this, please? Please. Oh! Okay, we'll take that. There it is. The triangle that we needed. Oh my god. It really took more pulls on the weapon banner to get this freaking stupid triangle than it did for Nefer. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, it could have been better, but it also could have been worse. So you know what? I'll take that. And as you can see, we do have a Nefer now. Oh my gosh. I love this trend of Catalyst characters that attack with their hands and their feet. I'm glad we're not just having like machine guns and like spells from Catalyst now. We got full on throwing hands here, but damn, look at that attack. She reminds me of another character that we also have on this account, who is also C6. Well, also, wait, what do I mean also? Who happens to be C6. And, you know, I think we might be able to cook up a team that we can play them together. So we'll see that. But, well, regardless, now that we have her, let's, of course, take her up to level 90, upgrade her weapon, get her some artifacts, and we will see what she can do. Let's do this first. I might low-key not have enough talent books, but maybe we can make it happen. Oh, Radiant Antler. Okay, we're probably gonna need this here. I think we could take this one all the way up to 90. You know, I heard through the grapevine her C6 is really good. What the heck is the grapevine? What is the grapevine? Oh my god, this guy just appeared out of nowhere. All right, first showcase of Nefer. Are you ready? Yo, this thing got hands. What the? Oh, what the hell is it doing? Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my god! Okay. Okay, why does this thing low-key like? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Relax! 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 Dude, I'm actually fine for my life. Wait, that's crazy. That's crazy. That might be the hardest world boss that we have. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, I think just like 15 more runs and we'll be done with this. Boom, we're done. I think I actually need talent books. This is so sad. Well, we'll see how far we can take her. Level 50, 28. Okay, level 70. No, don't say it's so. No. Okay, let me craft this first. 80, please. Oh. Okay, and no! Level 81. Are you serious? Okay, maybe we just keep her at 80 for now because I don't think this is too useful for her. I think she's purely EM scale. Well, I guess a little bit of attack. Yeah, the big damage that she needs comes mainly from her elemental mastery, right? Thankfully, I should have enough of these here. 88.2 crit damage, not to mention 8% crit rate, 80 elemental mastery increase, and actually another 24 crit damage on top of that. So even without artifacts, let's see where she's at. She has 176 crit damage, just like base level, and 13 crit rate, just if you have the R1 weapon. Oh. It increases by 6% each time. So by the time you get R5, that's 48 extra crit damage. Anyways, talents. I think what's going to be most important is, yeah, her E and her burst, right? You can level up the normal attack a little bit, I think, but for the most part, she's probably just going to be using these two. So I should have a couple here. I would like to take this up, I think. Crowding her E, I think will give her a lot of extra damage, right? Because the shades, this is the main source of damage that you want to be doing, I believe. So we'll see. Should we take it to 10? That seems pretty overkill. Level 8. Should I get the burst to 8 as well and then see if we have enough to be able to crown the elemental skill? Because it takes 28. All right, level 9, and are we actually doing this? I've had her on my account for 20 minutes, and we're crowning her? That's 700,000 Mora, bro. I'm gonna keep level 9 for now. I'm gonna keep level 9. Let's see if we can actually get a good build on her first before we think about spending more resources on her. Okay, so for the build, I think I actually did have a couple pieces kind of prepped. This isn't terrible. I mean, 5, 14, 42. I could yoink this from Flynn's, or I could reshape one of these. Honestly, could be worth. Feather, I think I got obliterated on. Yeah, we actually have nothing. I have this one, 21 crit damage, 19 EM, and 15 attack for some reason. But I could also yoink this from Flynn's, although this is looking like a reshape angle. I think this is not bad. 714, but like, dude, should I reshape it? Like, actually, maybe we reshape the sands and we craft a feather. And then for this, I think, did you run a crit damage survey? She's at 35 to 268. Maybe do a crit damage survey. I think you have Ino and Lama on the team. You only need 50 crit rate. 35 is kind of questionable. All right, and then for the goblet, I think we're going to mastery. So 35 to 370. 10 from Llama, 30 from Set. I think you also get something if you have Ino on the team, though, right? GSC 6 now. And 664 elemental mastery. I don't know how much EM you really want on her, though. But yeah, I actually have no more EM sands. She doesn't need that. There we go. 50 to 297. 720 elemental mastery. Wait, we might be cooking here. We might be cooking. All right, first things first. Let's reshape this. If this manages to hit something good, I think, yeah, if this hits good, we can craft a new feather. And if this rolls trash, let's craft a new sands. Because the feather's like, okay, I guess. So, oh my God. Please, this could be a goated Nefer build. I need like 1 roll into crit rate and 4 into crit damage. How is this possible? How is this even possible? It got worse. Okay, well, I guess I know what we're doing. But yeah, I should have kept the reshape, man. For context, YouTube, I maxed out the reshape with the feathers, like to the final level. And I wasted it on like a random flower or something. Because I thought it would carry over, but no. It's a one-time use type of thing. And yeah, it all resets. So, all right, let's do this. Double defense is insane. Okay, there is one more possibility. I lied. Actually, there's one more possibility. Wait, there's one more If this hits a max roll into crit damage. Is this our final build? Okay, I have 720 elemental mastery, 61 to 288. I actually feel like I'm overcapped though. Because with Ino on the team, we'll have to try it out. All right, you know what? Day 1 build, I'll take it. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. As you can see, Nefer is, well, kind of leveled. Let me show you what we're working with. Currently, we are sitting at level 80 out of 90. I know, it should be level 90, but dude, if you watched my Flynn's video, I am so broke on these EXP materials, and I think it would take so much resin just to be able to farm ley lines to get her up to 90, so I think I'm going to keep her at 80 for now. Like, obviously, 90 would be best, but I don't think you get that much of a damage increase since most of her stuff scales off of EM anyways. So leveling her up and getting the extra like attack and like base defense probably isn't nearly as important. For the weapon, we are using the Reliquary of Truth at level 90. This is her signature at R1. Artifacts, using the 4-piece Knight of the Skies Unveiling. This is her best in slot. Well, I guess at least at this very moment. But the nice thing about it is it does give you a 30% extra crit rate if you are on Ascendant Gleam. So same thing as Flynn's, you know, you don't have to build as much crit rate on her. And for the specific stats, you can pause if you need to, but crit damage, crit rate, a little bit of EM. We have crit damage and EM. This, oh my god, you probably saw it, but I crafted 2 of these and it has double defense. But I mean, it did roll 18% crit rate, so I guess that's pretty good. For the goblet, I'm using EM. This is crit rate with crit damage. And for the circlet, running crit damage actually with 10% crit rate and some EM rolls as well. So overall, her stats are looking like 61 to 288, which is actually overcapped. She will have over 100 crit rate because of the team that we are using on her. But for the talents, this is at 9 and this is at 6. I could take this to 10, which I might. I mean, it gives like an extra 10. Yeah, I mean, all right, you know what, whatever. All right, we're at 110 and 6. You can normal her basics a bit, but I don't think they're nearly as important to her damage output compared to like her E skill, obviously. Yeah, these are the final stats. at least for day one of building Nefer, I think this is pretty good. I definitely will continue farming for her, try to get her an even better, ratio. Ideally, I kind of want 60 to like 300. That would be my dream. I just need 12% more crit damage and maybe a little bit more ER as well. But I think day one, yeah, this is pretty solid. So speaking of teams, as I was mentioning earlier, this is the one that I am running with Nefer. First and foremost, we do have Lalma, who is one of the best in slot Dendro supports at this very moment. The nice thing about her is one of her talents, the light for the Frosty Night. If you take a look, it actually does increase Lunar Bloom crit rate and crit damage by 10 and 20%. So with her on the team, Nefer only needs to build up to 60% crit rate. She gets 30 from her artifact set and then another 10 from this. So that puts her at 100 already. Not to mention the extra crit damage is nice. Of course, she is running Silken Moon Serenade, so this is pretty much like one of the best in slot support sets. We did a whole Lalma building video if you want to check that out, see like the specific build and the showcase for her. The only thing that I will say is different from this video to the previous building video is I do have a couple extra constellations on Lalma. Specifically, this C2 here is pretty nice. Ascendant Gleam, all nearby party members Lunar Bloom damage is increased. Actually, is Nefer's damage Lunar Bloom? It is, right? I was gonna say, damn, did I get this and it's not even useful? Okay, I think it does apply to her, but of course the main thing for quality of life is also C1. It turns her into a healer, so we actually do not need a healer on this team. Of course, we have Nefer, and then the third character in the team is going to be Nahida. Obviously, just kind of a goated Dendro support as well. I am running her on the 4-piece Deepwood set, and she is C1. Unfortunately, not C2. This would have given us an extra 10% crit rate as well. Yeah, 1000 EM and using sacrificial fragments. And the third character on this team is going to be Ino. Obviously, one of the newest Hydra characters from Not Cry. I think ideally you do want to run her on Instructor set because I don't think the Silken Moon set can stack, and considering Lalma's already using it, it's kind of not going to be too useful. But the thing that makes her good is, of course, we just managed to get C6 if you saw the rolls, and this will give us 20% increase in damage for Electro Charge, Electro Bloom, Lunar Charge, and Lunar Bloom. So it's like a 35% overall increase, I think. Pretty solid. And of course, she is a Hydro applicator. Even though she's not using Instructor, I think she's still one of the best Hydro characters to run on this team. So I think this is pretty much what I'm going to be sticking with for the most part. But yeah, let's see exactly how much damage this team can do. And I am excited. I am excited. Okay. I think the way we're going to start this is, of course, Lalma does her EQ. We're going to swap into Ino just to be able to get the cores down. Nahida drops her ult. And then Nefer, let's see it. That's 197k. Also, just to show you the stats, yeah, it goes up to 101. This doesn't actually show up in the page, but she's at like 101 to 340. So that's pretty solid. And of course, we got to dash cancel these. Oh my lord. Are you serious? He didn't die. That can't be like more than 1 HP, right? Oh my god. Okay, showcase aside, I think I took a little too long trying to look at the numbers there. But I was seeing like 200k on the final slash. Not to mention she does 2 other slashes before that, right? Each doing, I think, over 100k. Editor will probably put it up on screen, but I think that total combo definitely outputs a solid amount of damage. Okay, let me do an actual proper showcase where I don't try to look at the numbers. All right, we're going to start this off the same way. I know. Drop the cores. Make sure we cancel these. Okay, yeah, he definitely has some sort of danger resistance, but that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Okay, okay. Of course, I would expect her to one-cycle it, but not bad, not bad. Okay, and then one more little test here. One more little test. All right, here we go. E, Q. I guess Ino doesn't really do much on this team, but it's okay. All right, can we take her down? Damn, look at that. Damn, look at that damage. Are you freaking serious? I need to like run out of range. But if I do that, the cycle's gonna take too long. And then all the other buffs are gonna wear off. I'm gonna dodge with this. Hey, yo, okay, that's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm trying to see. Editor, make sure you don't include the 5 other tries that took. You really need to focus on that. I guess that's why Diona would be good, because you do get a shield, so you have more survivability. But with Nefer, especially when you disappear for your charge attacks, like, it's hard to keep track of where she is sometimes, along with all the other effects on screen. So it can be kind of hard to try to dodge everything. But all right, for the final showcase at C0, let's see how far we can take down the Capybara. Hopefully he won't give us as much trouble as some of the other bosses that we've tried this on. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see a full rotation, and at the end of this, let's see how much health we take off of him. So start in the same way, EQ with Llama into Aino, drop the E and the Q. Nahida has her ult. Do not die. Are you kidding me? Okay, EQ. Aino. Is this guy gonna do an attack? He is, right? I'm scared. All right, here we go. What? Okay. I think Aino's thing ran out, but at the end of that, that's 6K. Wait, that's more than halfway. That's more than halfway on one cycle. I think that's not bad. All right, let's see for the rest of this here. Boom. At C0, okay, yeah, C2 Llama, who is dead, and also Nefer, but that's not bad. And I guess Aino's not an instructor set, so I feel like there's a way we could get more damage. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe just one more 5-star. Maybe it's an early, you know? Maybe it's time for some good luck on our account finally. You know what I mean? Maybe it's about time we started winning some more 50-50s and getting early. I think this is like 80 pity. Wow. Like I was saying, maybe it's time we started having some good luck and getting some extra copies, winning these coin flips, and bringing home my best friend. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. Right? Oh my god. Oh! That was 35,000 primos, and we have C0R1. Oh my god. What was that? 50,000 primos for C1R1? I love this game. I love this game. Better do some crazy damage now. All right, final showcase. Let's run her through the Spiral Abyss. All right, Nefer, you better be doing something crazy. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh. Insta one taps everything now. Oh my, that's 300k. Alright, how much do we do here? Oh my god, 300. This guy doesn't even last for like 2 seconds. I mean, that's not bad, right? That's not bad. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Maybe we got our pulls absolutely bricked. Maybe we spent 50,000 primos for that. But, you know, is it worth it? No, absolutely not. There's no way we're getting C6 Varka now. But you know what? She is still pretty cool. Obviously, this is only my day one testing, my day one impressions. I'm sure we could get her build even better. I'm sure we could optimize this team a little bit more. Maybe get Aino on the instructor set. But hey, considering I spent maybe less than 2 hours on this build and recording this video and trying her out, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. And of course, C2 definitely does help a little bit, but you'll love to see it. I think she definitely is a very, very cool character and one of the strongest in the game at this very moment as well with a full team. So I think she's going to be a good investment for my account. And of course, I will continue trying her out and building her. But if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully your Nefer pulls go maybe a little better than mine. Maybe you won't lose all your 50-50s like I do, but I believe. So thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next video. Watch this! Okay.